Hey, Central family. Welcome to our next episode. Do we call it an episode?
We call it an episode.
Welcome to our next episode of Central Talks, where we will be interviewing and talking with, if you will, different members of the Central Baptist Church staff. So it gives you a chance to get to know them and gives us a chance to stay in touch and contact with you while things are a little bit weird with the coronavirus and the quarantine. So today I'm here with Randal Ballou. Randal is our newest staff member and is the Minister of Students here at Central. Randal, how long have you been on staff?
Yesterday would make 1 month, so I'm starting my 5th week.
Excellent. So you've been on staff for 1 month. So give us a little insight. What has it been like spending 1 month working for Wyman Richardson?
It has been very interesting. We have eaten a lot of fried chicken, and I have got to see firsthand how he does ministry, and very impressive how involved he is with his flock and how he plugs in with the community.
So one of the things that we want to do with the Central Talks is to give you a chance to kind of connect and then for folks to get to know you. So you've been in student ministry for about how long now?
I've been in student ministry for about 10 years, on and off. The last church I served at, we were there for 5 years. And then I served in a couple intern positions right out of high school. And then I was at another church before Village Creek for about 1.5 years. So on and off over the past, I'd say probably 12 years, I've been involved in student ministry in some way, shape, or form. Excellent.
What has been one of the biggest challenges? You know, you're coming from Newport, a smaller town, and coming to North Little Rock, coming to Central. What has been kind of one of your biggest challenges in this transition?
I think the biggest challenge for me is coming from a community where you have 2 schools, and it's very easy to get plugged in and minister to the students of those schools. And then coming to a community and a youth group where I believe our youth group is represented by 13 different schools, if my numbers are right. And then trying to figure out things that I've learned over the past few years, how I can bring those to bring some new energy and new life to the student ministry here and also to Central as a whole, but also learning to adapt what's going to work in reaching students and what's not going to work. I'd say the biggest challenge has probably been the numbers and having a larger group in a larger context and everybody being spread out. I'm excited to see that having the resources to reach the students, that can sometimes be a little overwhelming, but it's really cool to have what you need to do what it is that you feel called to do, and to have a church that's backing you and supporting you to do it your best ability. And so that's exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. So during this whole quarantine or time away or whatever we want to call it, it's kind of has things changed up a little bit. I mean, churches across the state are canceling. Social media is streaming more church services than probably ever before. So what are you doing during this kind of weird time to do student ministry? I mean, you don't have Wednesday night services and we don't have Sunday school. So what does this look like for you and for Central's student ministry?
So it's very challenging. My philosophy in student ministry is to be present and to be involved, is to do life with the students and to encourage the small group leaders and the Sunday school teachers to do life with the students as well. And not just inside the 4 walls and the roof of our building, but also in the community and to be present in the community. And with the quarantine, it kind of closes those things up. Everyone is forced to their homes, and then, we're not able to go get hands-on involved. And so we're trying to be unique in how we reach students. We're trying to be unique in how we engage with them. So one thing that we've been trying to do is walk through some of the spiritual disciplines through our social media pages, send out short little clips, try to get students engaged and interacting with us, as well as the same time as offering them some biblical truth and trying to help disciple them from a distance. Yeah. And so really trying to utilize social media and use those platforms that we have to connect in unique different ways.
So where can students or parents or even just church members that are curious, because I think a lot of us are kind of stuck at home and maybe a little more bored than normal, where can they find Central Student Ministry on social media?
So if you look on Instagram, you can find our student ministry at centralsm_NLR. And that's where a lot of our stuff is posted, a lot of these daily devotions. And then those are also cross-posted to Facebook. You can find those on my personal page, or you can find those on the Central Baptist Church page, as well as the Central Baptist Students group. And that link is available on our website, cbcnlr.org. And so you can find all those links and access to that. And I would also encourage you to, parents, I know some of your students may not have social media, and I would encourage you, if they don't have social media, maybe allow them to spend a little bit of time on your accounts to view those videos, interact, and get involved that way, so they can still be plugged in.
Or even watch them together and let it be kind of a catalyst to a family conversation. I know you did one yesterday on Tuesday on meditation.
That's right.
And so doing something like that kind of, parents, you can encourage your students and students can encourage parents. So Randal, kind of final question. Let's imagine every single one of your students was watching this video, and let's imagine that whatever you say in the next 15 seconds, they will remember for the rest of their life. What would you say?
First of all, I bought you tacos a couple weeks ago, so you owe me. Second of all, be intentional with your time. I know that this awkward time of not being able to go somewhere, not being able to be plugged in with different things, I know it's challenging. But don't just waste that time on social media or playing 2K or Fortnite or just don't waste it doing useless things. Be intentional. Spend time in the Word. Spend time with your families. And then help your parents. I feel like your parents are doing the best they can given the circumstances. Some of them may be home because work is closed down. Some of them may be trying to balance taking care of you and working in this week where a lot of you were supposed to be back in school. And so, two things. Be intentional with your time. Don't waste this moment. I think that God sometimes allows these things to happen to make us pause and sit back and reprioritize our things. And so, and secondly, show some grace to your parents and serve them in unique ways. Maybe you wake up and you just do all the chores for them the next day, or maybe you just fix dinner and little things and you just help meet the needs of your family. And so, be intentional with your time and meet the needs with of your family.
Listen, church, we are so glad that you've joined us. We know things are kind of crazy and everybody's glued to the TV trying to figure out what's happening next. And some of us are alarmed and some of us are irritated. But I think we can all agree that no matter where we are, no matter how we're feeling, I think we can agree that God is still sovereign. And for me personally, and I hope for you also, we find comfort in knowing that no matter what happens, God's got this. And so we want to encourage you that while you're home, keep up with what's happening through the church's social media accounts. If you don't do social media, you can check out cbcnlr.org, or you can download the Central Baptist Church app. It's Central Baptist Church at North Little Rock, and keep up with information. You can listen to former messages from Pastor Wyman. You can get notifications on what's coming. So be intentional on staying connected. Like I said, we want to reach out to you guys, and we want to give you opportunities to reach out to us as well. If you guys need anything, if we can pray for you, if you have a need that we can meet, don't hesitate to call the church office. Don't hesitate to email anyone on the staff. We want to be available to you guys as well. And finally, don't forget that you can also subscribe to Central Baptist Church North Little Rock on YouTube and keep up with these videos being posted and also videos that have been posted. So we love you. We pray that God does great things the next few weeks as we are living in just weird times. And God bless. All right. All right, you ready?